Whether you want to admit it or not, LeBron James' NBA career is slowly coming to an end, and it's going to be sooner rather than later that we get that Shams report. LeBron James retires after 20-some seasons. Whether you love LeBron, hate him, or somewhere like me in the middle, it's going to be a sad day because it'll be the end of an era. LeBron has played basketball for longer than I've been alive. He's been in the NBA for 23, coming up on 24 seasons, and look, the guy has definitely slowed down some, but he's still averaged 24, 8, and 8. He dropped 40 multiple times this past year. LeBron is still playing at a high level, but I know the time is coming, and it's going to be weird. The NBA will be in a critical position. They're going to have to find a new face of the league because for the last 20 years, it's been LeBron James. The NBA will be in its biggest identity crisis since Michael Jordan left Chicago in 1998. It is critical that a superstar comes in and takes that role. There's plenty of options, so today we're going to be looking at potential faces of the NBA post-LeBron. Before I get this list, I have to make some ground rules. So the rules of the face of the league are you must be younger than 28. This takes out Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Steph Curry. These guys are all amazing and true icons of the game, but we're looking for guys that can run this league for 12 to 15 years. Starting off, we're going to go with reigning MVP, NBA champion Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai is only 26, coming off a season where he averaged 32 points a night, leading the Oklahoma City Thunder to their first NBA championship in Oklahoma City. SGA is one of, if not the best point guard in the league. His aura farming is unmatched, easily one of the most marketable people. The issue here is the idea that he's this free throw merchant flopper. People are not going to like that.
Yo, shut up.
There are a ton of people on social media who already hate Shai because he's, quote, boring. I don't think that. I like him a lot. I think he's an amazing player on the best team in the league. If he continues on the path, he absolutely could be the face of this league. What about Anthony Edwards? Edwards is only 24. He's led his team to the Western Conference Finals twice in his young career and is one of my favorite guys in the league. Many are comparing his game to Michael Jordan, and honestly, I see some flashes. He's one of the best trash talkers in the league, the future of USA basketball. I would love nothing more than to see this man run the league. One of the major issues here is the market he's in. He's in Minnesota, a very small market that's not known for illustrious basketball history. I know you could say the same thing about LeBron in Cleveland, so it's not totally impossible. Next, we got Luka Doncic. Now, Luka would have been the favorite to land this role about 5 years ago when he first made the playoffs with Dallas and made the All-Star and All-NBA first team 5 straight seasons. But the longer he goes without a ring, the longer he goes without MVPs, and the more drama that comes up, the less chance that this happens. Luka has a terrible reputation for being out of shape. Even though recently we're seeing pictures of this man in crazy shape, he needs to stay in that throughout the summer and throughout the NBA season. Luka is not a great defender. I believe the scoring can make up for it. He's in a big market in Los Angeles, playing for arguably the most famous organization in basketball history. Doncic is 26, and with his fundamental archetype, he has potential to play deep into his 30s, into his early 40s. I actually like the chance of Luka being the face of the league better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but maybe not better than Anthony Edwards. Next, we've got this year's #1 pick, Cooper Flagg. Dallas lucked out in getting the #1 pick, and now they get their next white superstar to follow up Dirk Nowitzki and Luka Doncic. This time, it's 6'10" Cooper Flagg. There's so much to say about this kid. He's going to be a star. I'd be willing to put a lot of money saying he wins multiple MVPs, rings, and is considered an all-time great when his career is all said and done. Like Luka, he's a fundamentally sound player, not as good of a pull-up shooter, but much better at getting to the basket, finishing high above the rim, a high IQ player with great passing. What's more impressive is Flagg's defense. Averaged 1.5 steals and blocks a game, being one of the best overall defenders in college basketball at Duke. That's the part that I really think is going to put Cooper Flagg above everybody. What makes him the generational prospect that he is that he is a defensive freak. He keeps guys in front, moves his feet extremely well, gets in the passing lane, can block shots with his 7-foot wingspan. Depending on what happens in Dallas, I really feel good about Cooper Flagg becoming the next LeBron James figure, the face of the league, where everybody knows who he is. This is the same kid that at 17 was dominating for Team USA Select, playing against the Lay Avengers Olympic team. I like his chances a lot. What about Victor Wembanyama? The 7'4" unicorn for the Spurs has been everything that scouts and analysts said he was going to be when healthy. That's right, Wemby has been great. He can truly do it all, shoot, dribble pretty well for his size, block shots. The issue is, can he stay healthy? We don't know the deal with his blood clots. Hopefully he's better now. Wembanyama was supposed to be the LeBron-esque prospect of the 2023 class, and while he definitely has the physical stature and the ability, being a guy that you would literally build in 2K, create a player, talent is not an issue. Marketing is not the issue. Health can be the issue. Can Victor Wembanyama stay healthy? I certainly hope so. He's a generational talent, and he absolutely could be the face of the league. Finally, I'm looking at BYU freshman AJ Dubanta. The #1 player in the class of 2025 shook the basketball world by committing to BYU over North Carolina, Kansas, and Alabama. AJ can truly do it all, a particularly impressive scorer and perimeter defender. He has very few flaws other than the fact he's a little skinny for the NBA, but that will come with time. I expect Dubanta to win Freshman of the Year, leading the Cougars to another NCAA tournament run. He is projected to be the #1 pick in next year's draft. I don't love Dubanta personally, but I know a lot of fans that love this kid and truly think he's going to be the next star, kind of like a Tracy McGrady, Kevin Garnett hybrid. We don't know what he's going to look like at the next level on an NBA floor, just like Cooper Flagg, but he's going to be a fun player to watch that definitely, if things could go right, could be the face of the league in just a few short years. This is just a small list of people who I think could potentially succeed. LeBron James is the face of the NBA for the next 10 plus years. The real future could be somebody I left off, like Dylan Harper. Maybe Jalen Williams soars and leaves SGA to become his own star outside Oklahoma City. Maybe it's somebody the basketball world hasn't even thought of, some 8th grader sitting in math class. Either way, it's going to be weird the day that we have a new star, a new guy that younger players idolize like Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Let me know who you think the next face of the NBA is down in the comments.